Your All Holiness, it's not an everyday occurrence when we have the Majority Leader and his colleagues from the Senate join us here. It is your presence that takes us to this new level, and we are honored to be in your presence. On behalf of all of the members of Congress, I join Senator Reid in welcoming you to the Capitol. We are blessed in the Congress with Senator Olympia Snowe, Representative John Sarbanes, Olympia, who is with us, Congressman John Sarbanes, Congressman Zach Space, Congresswoman Dina Titus, Representative Shelley Berkeley, and Representative Nick Tsongas. In addition, our leadership here, the Hellenic Caucus co-chairs, Gus Bilirakis, whom you just saw, and Carolyn Maloney are with us. And we're also pleased to be joined, well, we're hoping to be joined by former Senator Paul Sarbanes. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. But we're honored that we are here with our good friend, His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius, making a 10-year anniversary, will mark the 10-year anniversary as his being the Archbishop of the Americas. Thank you, Archbishop Demetrius. It is a distinct honor and high privilege to welcome His All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew back to the United States Capitol. 1 week ago, the Congress passed a resolution marking His All Holiness's visit to the United States and recognizing his leadership on matters of the environment, peace, and religion. To the members of Congress sitting here and to 300 million Orthodox Christians worldwide, the Ecumenical Patriarch is a spiritual leader, a spiritual guide, a leader of faith, and a source of inspiration. To individuals of all faiths, His All Holiness is a force for justice, compassion, and religion across the globe. His work is founded on an unyielding belief in our better angels, in our common values, in the idea that faith is a force for good and religion is a catalyst for peace. His message is simple. We are all bound together by the planet we share, and we each have an obligation to serve a higher purpose. Standing as a bridge between Christian and Muslim worlds, His All Holiness has reminded us that what binds us together is stronger than what tears us apart. And in the words of the congressional resolution in his honor, he has revealed the wisdom of the diverse theological traditions. After 9/11, Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew demonstrated the power of his principles, convening a meeting that produced the first condemnation by Muslim leaders of the attacks as an anti-religious act. We're all very excited about His All Holiness's outspokenness on the subject of preserving our planet. And over the years, His All Holiness has become a passionate spokesperson and leader for our most basic common link, our environment. He is called the Green Patriarch. The United Nations has hailed him as the laureate champion of the earth. His All Holiness has declared the moral imperative to preserve our most precious natural resources, recognizing that climate change is a challenge that knows no borders and heeds no distinctions of party or nation, race, or religion. As His All Holiness has written, the natural environment unites us in ways that transcend doctrinal differences. And just as God is indivisible, so too is our global environment. Now, Your All Holiness, many of us in Congress respond to your leadership and guidance on this subject. Many believe, and many of the evangelicals in our country share the belief that this planet, this precious planet, is God's creation, and we have a moral responsibility to preserve it. We also believe that all the people of the earth share a spark of divinity, and that's why healthcare is so important, and we appreciate the statements that you have made about healthcare just recently, that the view that every member of society, from the greatest to the least, deserve the best quality health care available at the time. And just to quote a brief part of your statement. We are, of course, very honored to have so many distinguished members of the clergy with us today. with our senators and our members of the House. The Congress of the United States is proud to host such an extraordinary group to honor such an extraordinary leader, a winner of the Congressional Gold Medal, as Leader Reid indicated, and an example of commitment, compassion, and conviction for all of us. I might add courage to that list as well. Thank you, Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, Your All Holiness, for joining us today, for your vision and for your noble efforts to leave a legacy of justice for future generations. Thank you, Your All Holiness. If I may say, His Holiness showed me a picture of him with His Holiness Pope Benedict. And at the time of Pope Benedict's, this was taken at the time of Pope Benedict's visit to Istanbul. And so important was this visit and this meeting between the two great religious leaders that the Vatican issued a stamp in honor of that visit, which contains that photo of His All Holiness and His Holiness Pope Benedict. Thank you for sharing that with us. Again, thank you for your leadership.